Hi guys, I'm your average fraghead Victor, and a number of you guys wants to know my recommendation for Valentine's Day. So in this video, I'll be sharing my top 10 fragrances ranked from 10 to 1. So let's get started. Just a quick disclaimer, I will only be working with what I have in my collection, which is a mix of niche and designers. I still don't have enough fragrances to cover a top 10 designated only for niche or designers. And just to be fair, I won't be including any discontinued fragrances. And also, we are still facing the pandemic crisis. I still urge you not to go out as much as possible. With that being said, let's get right into the list. Okay, so starting off with number 10, which is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir. So you can't really go wrong with this one. Amber and vanilla are the main accord you will get in here. This is a sweet, sexy, and masculine smelling at the same time, and it also has a really great performance as well. You can expect this to last on you throughout the day. Now this is on number 10, as this is not a very versatile fragrance. It has a sophisticated smell to it that it will only be ideal to be worn formally. And also, this is strictly a cold weather scent. Grand Soir is really great to be worn in those fancy restaurants where you all dress up and you're having dinner. Just be careful not to overspray, as the projection can really push out on this one. Okay, so number 9 is the one or the Puffum. So this one is a very warm, sweet, and spicy amber and tobacco based scent, and it has a great reputation for pulling people closer to you because of how it smells. Unlike the last entry, this one is not very strong in terms of projection. However, it is much more versatile, as you can wear this formally or casually. But this is more ideal for those close encounter moments like watching a movie together. It will really go well with the mood because of the coziness vibe it gives off. The downside of this is due to its weak performance. You may want to reapply during your date. And it may not also go well if your date is eating out in a restaurant where you are sitting in opposite side of the table. Your date may not be able to detect your scent unless you have a huge fan behind you. The next one on the list is a niche fragrance from the house of Puffums de Marly, and that is Herod. Cinnamon, tobacco, and vanilla are some of the prominent notes in here, and this is a very masculine and sweet smelling fragrance. This is a statement fragrance with a solid performance. Your presence will surely be felt with this one. But something to keep in mind is that there is a bit of a maturity smell in this, coming from the cinnamon. That being said, you can still rock this casually or formally. However, this is strictly a cold weather scent. Number 7 is Dior Homme Intense from the house of Christian Dior. So this is a powdery iris with some chocolatey vibe and a woody dry down. This is sweet and masculine scent in a sophisticated way, but you can still rock this casually with your typical polo shirt attire. This is not as loud as the previous entry, but it still has a good performance and you're pretty much covered for the entire date night. So the next one is Prince from the house of Luxodor Niche Perfumes. So this is basically a clone of two fragrances mixed together, and that is Creed Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540 by MFK. With that fruity lemon and pineapple mixed with that sweet cotton candy vibes, this is sure to be a safe choice. Performance is not a concern with this one as well. Number 5 is Eros Flame from the house of Versace. Mandarin, Chinota Orange, Vanilla, and Tonka are some of the notes here. A spicy, fresh, and sweet scent. This opens up citrusy, then it will develop into that Eros DNA dry down that it's known for. A very versatile fragrance that has a great development. You can start the day fresh and settle down later smelling sweet. This also has a really great performance that will cover you throughout the day. Next one is number 4, which is La Nuit de l'Homme from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. You already know about this one, warm, spicy, and aromatic, with that cardamom being the main note in here. This is a very alluring, seductive scent, specifically made for this kind of occasions. I got a 2019 batch here, and I'm happy to report that this is still a great fragrance today, and it still works. But you will still need to reapply after that 2-hour mark to keep it projecting, but definitely you will get a great impression on this one. You will get the most out of La Nuit in cooler climate or in an air-conditioned room. Next one is number 3, which is Spice Bomb Extreme from the house of Victor and Rolf. A fresh and spicy tobacco and vanilla based scent that is warm, inviting, and masculine at the same time. It also has a really great performance that will surely get an impression out of you, as this is a compliment getter as well. This will also perform best in cooler environment, and try not to overspray it as it may become cloying to others. Number 2 is from the house of Nichonnet, and that is Annie. So this is a warm, spicy vanilla dominant scent, but it is not overly sweet, and it has a fruity elements in here to balance that out, coming from the bergamot and blackcurrant. The overall scent is very safe, sexy, and a compliment getter. You can't go wrong with this one, as this has an excellent performance, perfect if you want to make a really good statement, especially if it will be your first date. The downside of this fragrance is it is expensive and may not be within the budget of many. And the number 1 on this list is Prada Luna Rosa Black. Coumarin and amber are some of the notes you will get in here. This is a powdery scent, a very safe choice, especially for those who don't have a lot of experiences with other fragrances. This is a very inviting and does a great job pulling people in. Performance, however, is just average as it sits close to the skin most of the time, but it does have a good projection for the first hour. It is not that expensive, and this DNA really works well in this type of occasions. So that is my top 10 recommendation for Valentine's Day. Please consider pressing the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This has been your average fraghead, signing off.